Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith Harrison. If you don't know who I am, I run Co-Founder Club, and Startup Sales Mastery is my baby, where we sales pros show you early stage entrepreneurs everything that we know about sales. And if you've seen my videos, you'll know that I like to invite you into my office. This is the office. This is me in my lovely t-shirt. This is me after a long day without a shaven beard. We're nighttime. It's getting pretty late right now. I mean, you can see that it's not that late actually, but I've been here since pretty early, and I want to explain what Sell For You is all about, because I've spoken to so many early stage tech companies and I've helped so many of them, and really I'm getting tired of the conversations. I hope that's okay. So I'm making this video so that you can understand fully what Sell For You is. And Sell For You is really, really simple. The idea is simple. Do you want to build a sales team by yourself? I know that's what you've been told you're supposed to do, and I know that what you've, been struggling to do, and you're blowing money and time and it's falling apart. And the reason is simple, because you're not a sales team manager. You're not a VP. You don't have the skills or the training. I'm sorry. You're probably a CEO or CTO of a company if you're looking at this video. And the reality is this: you've spent a career learning project management skills, technology skills, your industry. You've been learning those skills. So the question is this: do you want to spend another couple of years learning sales skills, how to set up and then sell and do all of that? Or wouldn't it just be better to leverage somebody else, somebody who knows exactly what they're doing? And that's what I do for a living. I don't just say this stuff and then, go home and relax on the side. I'm actually a sales professional, and I'm going to take you into my world today. So I run Startup Sales Mastery, Sell With Me. Now, Sell With Me, there's also a documentary series where I take you through one of my clients. You can see both of those things. I'm going to take you briefly through one of my clients right now, but I'm going to have to blur an awful lot of it, so you're going to get that. You're also going to get the actual process that, if you decide to work with me, I take you through. And then most importantly, I have a very strong policy on commission-only sales, which basically means I am not an employee and you don't pay me by the hour. You pay me to do a job. It's that simple. If I do the job, I expect payment in full. If I do not do the job, then why the hell should you be paying me? So I have a very, very strict, you pay commission-based sales. That's what I believe in. I don't believe in anything else. And there is a retainer in play, and I'll be completely honest, there's a lot of people out there that quite frankly are freeloaders. I don't mind saying that on a video to you good people. I'm sure you are not. But let's just be fair, there's expenses. I have office expenses, I have other expenses, and I need to know if you're going to waste my time, that is effectively what you're going to owe me for wasting my time. And as a salesperson, if we don't get the job done, what's going to happen on month 2? You're just going to say, bye-bye, Keith, go away. And luckily, I have a lot of customers right now, so I have no issue, okay? But that is what's in play there. Startup Sales Mastery Level 1. If you want to work with me, you have got to go through Level 1. The reason why you have to go through Sell With Me is because the Sell With Me program is not designed to teach you how to sell. It's actually designed to extract all the information that what we would need, or you would need, all the information that is actually required to build a sales campaign. So you go through that in your own time, create the campaigns, fill out the worksheets, and by the end of that process, your worksheet you can then hand to me, and I will know exactly how to sell your product. I'll know how to build the sales machine. I'll know every single part of it. So just so you know, if you want to get on the phone, Keith, let me tell you about my product. I want to see if it's suitable or not. Unfortunately, you're going to have to go to startupsalesmastery.com. Join the Startup Sales Mastery program. I just recently put it on a monthly rate, so if you want to try it out for a month, check it out, see what you think. By all means, go through that training. It is a monthly payment. It is not a lot of money. I do that simply as guidance, and I'm live. Literally, you get a live Facebook, live everything. So I'm there guiding you on how to do this. Because there's no point me trying to sell your product, or anybody else trying to sell your product, if we don't understand how to sell your product or service. And when I say how, I don't mean how you want us to do it, I mean how the market wants us to do it. And there's a distinction there. I want to make this very, very clear. We do not sell the way you want us to sell. That's not the way this works. We sell the way the market wants us to sell, because we're here to make money. That's what we know how to do, and I'm going to talk you through that process right now. Because sell for you is sell for me level 1, but it's level 2. We take what you have, and if you don't want to take a sales team and do it all yourself, let us do it for you. So let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay, this I'm having problems with, but this is the updated membership sites that I've been building. Level 1 is going in right now, and yes, as you can see, there's a bit more work to be done. I have it on Facebook right now. Just to keep it nice and simple, you will get this, but the updated version, the only difference is that at the end of every section, I have more quizzes in there, and the purposes of these quizzes are to make sure that you know what you're doing. So to start with, Startup Sales Mastery Playbook is the main part of this program that I need you to complete, and this training is the exact procedure I follow when working with all my clients. The workbook is currently delivered via spreadsheet to allow you to create the format you prefer. Again, I'm not going to tell you to do it my way. You want to import this to Monday or Asana or anything else that I know you tech professional project manager guys love, by all means, but this is usually the week-long, 2-week-long process I go through with all my new clients. So hey, I've automated it, and it's really, really simple. Who's your customer? Once you know who your customer is, okay, how do you solve their problem? What is their problem? How do we solve their problem? What's going on in the market? What are all the different types of campaigns, and how will those campaigns apply to what we've just gone through? And then some bonuses to actually teach you how to integrate all of that. I need all this information. As you can see, these videos aren't long, like 30 minutes. This one is 8 minutes. This one is 9 minutes. I think the longest one is customer. Yeah, 28 minutes. That is the longest one. I have 2 at 28. Very, very good. I have... Yes, this is not designed to be very long, but this is designed to give you the actual information. I go through all my favorite CRMs, I go through how CRMs are set up, I go through advanced training, all the different landing page tools, email autoresponders, lead gen tools, this is VoIP providers, banking, also Stripe is in there. One Funnel Away, that's marketing, training. There's an awful lot in here. Startup sales, like it goes on. The investor list, this is the investor list. If you want me to hook you up with investors, I am good to do that. So this is what I need everybody to go through before working with me, and it is not optional. I'm very sorry, I'm going to go full screen. It is not optional. Please, please forgive me. And the reason it's not optional is because I've done this for many years, and here's what's going to happen. I'm going to have to spend a week with you. You're going to have to spend a week with me. The time that both of us will invest, if you break it down, like, with respect, I don't want to waste your time. I certainly don't want you to waste my time. I have learned over speaking with hundreds of entrepreneurs. Co-Founder Club has almost 4,000 entrepreneurs at this point. Trust me when I tell you, I know exactly how to extract this information out of you as fast as possible. And if you're here, you've probably tried other sales teams before, and you notice that you have to spend maybe 10-15 hours, possibly more, training every new salesperson. 9 times out of 10 they don't work out, so you go through 10-15 salespeople, 10 to 20 hours each one of them. You're spending hundreds of hours and you're getting blue in the face. So we don't want to go through this process anymore. We want you to be able to hand me everything that we need on a piece of paper, perhaps talk me through it a bit one time, and that's it. Then I should be able to sell your product. Anything beyond that, we should be using project management tools to communicate, guys, I need the answer to these questions, you tell me the answers, and we are done. That is how we like to do business in professional sales teams. So we get all the information that we need out of you. Critical step number 1. Step number 2, marketing. I want to point out that this is Startup Sales Mastery. We deal on the sales end of things. Most people that I work with have their own marketing team. If you do not have your own marketing team, then we need to have a chat. I have more than enough marketing people, partners on our network, and I am more than happy to connect you. But I just want to point that out, that we focus on the sales end of things, not the marketing end of things, unless you want to use one of our partners. Okay, so that is what is required to get to work with us. If you're going to work with us, here is the machine, here is the product, here is the offer that we're going to do. And I get it may not be clear. I was going to make it really nice, and I might make it nice later, but again, there's a reason that I do it like this. I want you to see me. I don't want to come up with a fancy production video and then all of a sudden you sit down and it's, but that's, hang on, we were expecting this and that. This is what you get. This is the reality. Okay, so here's how a professional sales team works, and I'm going to show you my CRM, and I'm going to show you a client, and I'm going to show you how all this works. So the marketing channel brings in traffic. This is your Google, your Facebook, your link, your blog, everything. It doesn't matter. All that traffic comes in, and that traffic needs to go into a machine. Okay, now that machine we know perfectly well how to build. We can build that with you, but it goes into a machine, and then that machine effectively churns out different ideal customer profiles. Okay, now this is a critical step here. Ideal customer profiles, customer personas, they're also known as, other people might know them as enterprise buyer personas, doesn't really matter, customer avatars. These are the people that you're going to be selling to. So this could be a legal professional with a small business. This could be a legal corporation if you're selling to the legal industry. Let's stick with that theme. This could be a receptionist company that supplies reception services to legal companies. Doesn't really matter, but we have to break down your customer profiles, each one of them separately, because we cannot sell to all customer profiles at once, because if we're selling to everyone, what's the expression? If you don't know it, it's we're selling to no one. That's how this works. Now, typically, if you're going to be hiring salespeople to close, you're looking for enterprise level or at least large SMBs, someone who can actually afford to purchase your services, because you're not going to hire a sales guy to take on a $50 sale. That should be automated. So assuming that we're talking about selling in the thousands of dollar range, ICPE enterprise, but that could also be ICP SMB. Okay, why is that going big? SMB there. Where there's a will, there's a way. We find a solution. The point is, we need the correct ideal customer profiles for your sales team. The rest of them will go into automation. Again, I've gone through this a lot. Some of you guys will only have one ideal customer profile, and they'll all be enterprise level, and then all of these enterprise levels can come to us. That's okay. But we do separation, and the machine that we build here is the exact same as the machine that we build here. There's no difference. I'm just separating it to identify the sales machine end of things. So once we've identified our ideal customer profiles, we send them through secondary machines, also known as the follow-up campaign, because we have to assess our call to actions. And the machine here should trigger emails, email autoresponders, not one, many. Surveys should be in there. What do you think of this? What would you do with that? All of this information, text messages, YouTube clips, videos, all the information. What we're doing here is we're warming them up. We don't want cold clients. Cold prospects, cold leads. We want to warm up. So traffic has come in. Again, this usually gets done at the marketing level, but I kept it here because we're sales and it's slightly different depending on what you want to do. But this happens, this process, one way or another. And the usual call to action when you're dealing with a sales team is book a call. That's what we want them to do. We don't want to reach out and say, hi, do you want to book a call? We want to warm them up to the point that we get enough curiosity that they want more, and now we get them to book a phone call with us. Some people use trials. Again, that could be a call to action. But the primary call to action for a sales team is let's get them on the phone. We want them to book a call. So the way we do this is we leave our calendar links available when we work with people. So if I'm working with 5 clients, people often say to me, Keith, how do we know if you'll have time? Well, I have my calendar link available, and if people, prospects, your prospects, are not able to book a call with me within 24 hours, we all get an alert that my calendar is full. And when my calendar is full, I have to do one of two things. I either bring on another one of my guys, and I have lots of guys that we all do this for a living, or I, quite frankly, drop a client. That's how this works. So that's not really an issue. The calendar slots are available to anybody who wants them. So once they've gone through this process, they should already be in a CRM. But when they book this call, one way or another, now they've entered our world, and now they automatically go into our CRM. And once they go into our CRM, you'll never guess what happens. We send them through another machine of autoresponders, emails, things like that. Now I'm going to talk you through that with one of my clients, but basically I send them an automated email saying, thank you so much for booking the call. My name is Keith. It's going to be a pleasure speaking with you next week on October 6th at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Our call will be blah, blah, blah. Here's a video explaining what's what. Maybe I'll send another message the night before. Hope you're ready for our call. Please fill out this survey so I know what's happening. Also, you can check out this video. It'll tell you more about what we do. I can send a text message before or an hour, literally an hour before the phone call. They'll get an SMS just letting you know the call's coming up, and typically I program that with Twilio so it is responsive, and I basically say please confirm by typing yes or no, and then that will tell me if they're confirmed. I'll show you all of this. So it is, again, another machine that we have to put through. This is all a process, and if you haven't figured it out, the idea here is that we want to get the conversion rate from traffic down to the amount of phone calls. We want to break down each step, okay, and we want to make sure that that conversion rate is as high as possible. And that is the difference. If we were to just immediately have a call to action of book a demo, what's going to happen is you're going to have 90% no-shows or 90% cold. Cold means the prospect is not warm, as in they don't really know why they're there or what they're there to do. We don't want that. The majority of big enterprise companies will have a stage in here. Instead of fully automating this process, they will have a stage called Sales Development Representative, and that person immediately when traffic comes in picks up the phone. Hello, Mr. Prospect, how are you? How can I help? They'll qualify the prospect. They'll do all this manually, basically over a phone call, and then if the prospect is qualified, their call to action is to book a call. So they'll schedule a call then for the account executive, us, the closers, but at the early stage. And again, what we specialize in is automating that process, and we're automating it for a reason. This costs in tools, I don't know, $80 a month versus the salary of a sales development representative. I can tell you it's not $80 a month. So that is the purpose here. We want to automate until, of course, we get you large enough to have a full-time sales development representative on the books. You need a bare minimum of 50 calls a day for them to take. If it's less than 50, then it's not enough. Then again, there could be hundreds of leads going through here, and this can automate till the cows come home. So we've gotten to this stage. We have gotten our prospect from our marketing channels. We've qualified the type of customer persona they are. We've put them through the initial machine. They've booked a call. They're interested to find out more. We've booked them through secondary machines. Everything is transparent. All the data is there for you to see, for me to see. We can see what's been happening, what they've seen. We can see what they've opened. We see everything. Now the all-important phone call. So we have a phone call with them. And again, I'm not going to go on for ages about how a sales call is conducted, but it is simply this. Mr. Prospect, it's a pleasure. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. Let's have a chat, and if your problem can be solved by our solution, we will move forwards. And if it can't, we will not. That is basically the call. And I will spend a while. I have a lot of sales techniques in my arsenal. I'm not going to lie. I'm not totally casual. I am having a targeted conversation and aggressive sales tactics will come out, especially towards the end, as long as I feel they're a good candidate. I want to point that out. I don't sell shit to people that do not need what I have. I will not do it. I have not done it before. And if anybody has a problem with that, then we are not good to work together. So I genuinely make sure that they need the product. I genuinely verify that our product really is the best product that can solve their problem. I'm not going to say, ooh, a competitor product will do better, but if our product is not able to solve their problem the way they need it solved and somebody else is, sorry, but I'll own it. I'll say, look, our product can do this. Now the other product can do that better, and if that's what you need, that's what you need. But the question is this: do you want to spend $200 a month, or do you want to spend $50 a month? What is it you want? Again, I don't sell at those low levels, but I'm giving you an example. Even if that scenario comes up, I still try to make the sale. Negative reverse selling, if you look it up, I do it quite a lot. People get on the phone to me all the time. Keith, if the price is right now, if you tell me a price higher than this, I can't do it. And 9 times out of 10, I smile when I hear that, because these are the ones that I'm able to close really easily. There's a procedure and it's called negative reverse selling. So we have the call, and then again we're tracking everything in our CRM, all the follow-ups, everything that needs to happen. And really there's 3 courses of action. Number 1, we lose them. They're gone, bye-bye, they don't want to do business with us. Number 2, we send them into a follow-up campaign, and then it's our job to keep following up until we close them. We'll send them through that funnel or that pipeline, whatever terminology you like to use, until we can close them, or the all-important, get them to the money. I'm going to put that over here. I like that over here. So ultimately, we start up here, and our goal is to get as many people as possible here through this machine. And we set up this machine for one simple reason: we want to get people from here to here, the highest conversion possible. That's what we're going to do. And let's move on to part 2 of this explanation. I use many different CRMs. Streak is one of them, Pipedrive, I use HubSpot, I use Salesforce, I use Zapier. I could go on about the tools for ages. ActiveCampaign, actually I'm on another campaign. I'm showing you Streak because it's really easy. There's a few campaigns here. I've hidden most of them, as you can see, but no, I don't need, we're not going through that. We're going to go through this one. And yes, this is everybody I keep track of. We're going to go through LMV. I'm going to be blurring most of this, please forgive me, but here is the basic situation. I'm not afraid to show people my numbers on this particular client. As you can see, I have 13 win rate. That represents 18.6%, I believe. That's what it was last time I checked, so just below the 20%. I've had them for 3 weeks. I'm currently up to 141. That's kind of average. 50 clients a week, or 50 leads a week, I guess is what you'd call it, is, you know, where I want to be as a single salesperson. At least 50, I say bare minimum. I mean, hey, if you can give me 50 a day, I'll take them, no problem. But these are demo calls, so each one of these are 1 hour. So that's where those numbers come into play and make sense. So this is basically it. And as you can see, you know, appointments, negotiation, who I've won, who I've lost, no shows and cancellations are pretty high on this client. And then I follow up. I have lots of autoresponder campaigns as the machine I showed you, and then any ones that of course send me that message, no, please leave me alone. You go here into unsubscribe lost, and they just introduced a trial package, so I have one person on a trial package. I have the name of the prospect, I have the times that they've booked, confirmed yes or no. Like I said, I shoot for confirmation, and you can see the check boxes. Did they confirm or not? The value of every single deal. So I keep track of all my finances, how much money is in the no-show, the cancellations, I want to know where all the money is, and I'll show you another thing that shows the money. But I've closed just under $50,000 in 3 weeks for this client. It's only a couple $1,000, like very low ticket stuff, region, and then other information. That's basically what we have there. Now me, I do filters. Again, this is nothing special to Streak. This is the same in all CRMs, so I can see very quickly who my phone calls are today, and you probably saw I just had my calendar. I deleted everybody here and I just put them in no-show cancellations just for the purposes of this video, because I can't show you who I have because that would be ethically problematic, and I left Philip here just to represent what one looks like. So I know exactly who's on this campaign and who's on the other campaigns. I'll move all them back to their correct places. And then here again, I've only got 3 in so far because this client goes slow. And again, you can see sort of what that looks like. And yeah, so here, for example, tonight, I'll be going here and I'll be sending all these guys a message, and I'll be clicking here, LMV, and I'll be SMS email 1. So this is the first email that they get. You know, we have a call booked at this time. Hi, whatever your name is. It's Keith, just saw you booked. Please, before the call, watch these videos, and this is about our call because I made a video for them. And then I'll actually copy this and I'll send it over on Ring Central. That's what I'm using for this client as a what's it called? As a text message, so they're getting both messages as to what's coming up. Again, this is the machine, and here the one I actually wanted to show you was tomorrow on LMV. So confirmation, I think it's this one. Yeah, there it is. So you can see yourself, the information populates, and really simple stuff. Again, I'm going to be blurring some of this, sorry, but and then once that's done, copy and paste that, and I send it off again. Text message. With ActiveCampaign, why I'm moving my clients to ActiveCampaign or a few other ones is because all of that's automated. This one I'm manualing. Today's new leads. So again, Don, for example, I can copy all of these. Again, I just put them all here. Abdul and Charlie and Josh. So look, whoever comes in today, I know who's just come in. I know who I've just done. And again, I just send everyone, thank you for booking a call. So we go to our conversion rates, and again, on this particular client, you can see very, very clearly, this is the amount of money in total that I've spoken with, that if I did 100% of everything, this is what I potentially could have closed. I've closed just under 50,000, and then of course, that in terms of count represents 18.8, and I think it's like 18.8, 18.9% anyway on the money side of things, because some of my were higher, some were lower, but I'm just giving you an idea. 20 to 25% is kind of where you want to be with this kind of stuff. 10% is on the low end. I am not a beginner at this, so of course I go more. And then look, I have more different things, all my tasks, who's on a payment plan, because these are people that I'm going to follow up with to try and get them to pay off early. You know, leads to contact. These are my no-shows cancellations, which we can very simply see no-shows cancellations, and again, auto-responding the hell out of them. There's LMV. I have Prinity is another client that I'm actively working at the moment. These are previous clients that I'm not really operating too much at the moment, but for all I know, I could get a phone call tomorrow. And then I have ActiveCampaign, one client on there. So that sort of gives you the idea of what's happening. Now, this has been a very long and very technical and very in-depth conversation. And I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, I still want to have a one-on-one. I still want to find out what's going on. So let me just give you a summary here, just so that it's very, very clear what we do. And again, it's late. The lights are going down. I really need a shave. I want you to see me. I want you to see who I am. I want you to see my coffee cup. I don't want to just put on a big suit and a big smile and pretend I'm something that I'm not. I let people see who I am, and that's actually how I sell. I let people see who I am. I let people see who your company is. I want that bonding and rapport. I want them inside. Once we're inside, we can have an equal conversation, and I can turn around to them and I say, look, what's going on in your business? How much money are you making? How much money are you losing as a result of this? And we can have real conversations, okay? So that's why I do what I do. I hide absolutely nothing. My arms are open. My body language tells you, come and speak to me. I am a sales professional. I am trained as a sales professional, and I've been VP of sales for quite a few different companies. So apart from just selling, if you get a sales guy to work with your company, I mean, they know how to do one thing, sell. We know how to do that, but what we know more how to do that is build out a complete sales machine. Without that sales machine from start to finish, I mean, it's just not going to happen. And part of that sales machine will be us actually influencing your customer success procedure if there's any kind of upsells that we want to do. So just because we sell them this package here you saw with my pay plans, I'm going to try and resell them again. So for that, I'll be offering additional customer success. I offer ongoing webinars with me with a lot of people that I sell to, and the reason is because I want them in a few months' time to come back to me. Keith, do you think I should upgrade my product? Let's have that conversation. This is all the machine, and this is what we know how to do. And ultimately, our job is to give you clients, paying clients, not free trials, but paying clients. And then it is your job to give world-class solution problems, solving their problems, and good customer service, good customer success. If you do not offer them, there's a high probability that we may not want to work with you. So I'm just throwing that out there. It is our job to take incoming qualified leads, okay? Send them through a machine, fully qualify them. We help you with that machine, and then sell to them, and then send them out the other end. We don't just say we're going to sell, we close. We take the cash, give me the credit card, let's go. We process the payment. We do the onboarding procedure till we get them to your onboarding procedure. We do absolutely everything. Again, there's no over the top, let's you and I have a sales conversation. The retainers are there. Everything is there. If you want to go through this program, you will have to go through startupsalesmastery.com. You will have to complete the level 1 program. At the end of that level 1 program, you will know exactly who I am, who our team is, what we do. You will know how to sell your product. Now, the question becomes, do you want to give that to us to sell for you, or do you want to give it to somebody else? I don't know. Only you can answer that question. Here's what I do know. I've just shown you an example of a client that I'm actively working on right now, okay? And I've proven to you that I can hit pretty much the 20% mark. It was 20% for the first couple of days, and I'll be honest, a lot of no-shows, cancellations. It's dropping that down, and again, I've still got a few in negotiation phase, but the numbers are the numbers. We're not going to lie. We're not going to fabricate the numbers. I think 18.8% is not bad for 3 weeks, and I've closed close to $50,000 for this client, and it's a low income, a low pay point client. That's what it is. A previous client of mine that I stopped with in December was a mid-range. I mean, it was above 10,000 annually per pop, and again, that rate was 33%. I had a lot fewer clients coming through, like a lot fewer demos, but a higher point. So there's quite a bit of scope on how this all works. And again, I'm going to finish up now, but what I want to get this across, it's really quite simple. You're going to have two choices that are before you today, okay? Do you build a sales team? You have no idea what you're doing, and you need to learn, and you're going to lose a lot of time and a lot of money. Now, I'm sorry to hit you with the reality, but that's it. Or do you want to work with a professional that all day long, all they do is sales systems, sales strategy, selling, phones. We know our tools, our systems. Would you rather work with us? So what's stopping you? And I can tell you right now, in the back of your mind, there's going to be two things stopping you. I know perfectly well what's in your mind, and the two things that are stopping you is this: money. You have to pay me money. Well, you have to pay anyone money. Okay? So in order to get rid of that straight away, we are a commission-only company. Yes, we charge a retainer. It's not a fee, it's a retainer, meaning this is the minimum amount of money that you have to pay us upfront. And then if you're not giving us the leads, or you're delaying us, or your product, people are getting refunds, whatever, we walk away with a basic amount just to sort of say, we didn't do it all for nothing. This is our protection money, okay? But we charge commission only. You pay us commission. You only pay us when we make sales. Bottom line. Now, the second thing, which will apply to startups, is, but I need my own sales team for getting investment. No, you don't. I know quite a lot, and I've helped a few companies get it. A lot of these guys know who I am. They know who we are. When I say we, I mean sales agencies. They know what we do, and ultimately, here's what you're going to do. Mr. VC, we would like to get 2 million in funding. We can demonstrate right here in the past 6 months that we have gotten a lot of new clients onboarded. We use this company, they're going to be staying with us, and they're going to be scaling with us for the next 3 years. So we know we're going to keep getting customers. Would you invest in our technology? Like, really, at the end of the day, that's what they want to see. They are less interested in the team. They say they're more interested in the team, but trust me, for round A, round B, I can tell you the team is less interesting to them as sales. And I don't mean the amount of sales you've got, I'm talking about the acceleration of sales. And that's our job. Our job is to show sales acceleration, because sales acceleration ultimately is what inflates your company. So at the end of the day, these are the two things, and this is why I say to people, we do not need to have a big long conversation. I do not need to hear about your product. I do not need to hear about your service. It's really, do you want to work with us? And if you want to work with us, your first step, of course, is going through the Startup Sales Mastery program. You're going to have to click that button right there. As you go through that program, I will look at your worksheets. I will see what's what. And if you tell me that you are interested in the Startup Sales Mastery Level 2 Sell For You program that's working with me, you can apply to that program from Level 1. And if you are accepted, you and I will have a very brief 45-minute conversation to go over the particulars, make sure that we're both happy with all the details and information. You know what you need to do, I know what we need to do. We put everything on paper, we sign an agreement between both of us, and then very, very simply, we scale the ever-loving shit out of your business over the next couple of months, years, however long we're going to work together. My name is Keith. I run Startup Sales Mastery. For those of you who don't know, I am a sales professional. That's what I do, and this is Startup Sales Mastery Level 2 Sell For You program, and I look forward to working with you. Goodbye.